how do you actually become the go-to remodeler in your area? How you make your ideal clients beg you to work with you? The only way you can possibly achieve this is by your online presence. You have to have your online presence in place. It has to be optimized the right way for lead generation for you to be able to be something like a monopoly in your area. So let's reverse engineer this. Why you should even have an online presence in the first place? For those skeptical of you, for those people of you that are kind of skeptical, why you should have an online presence and not just run ads, let me show you the reason. The online presence actually has something called the snowball effect. What's the snowball effect? It's the compounding of your online presence. If you have your online presence structured the right way for long periods of time, what happens after a certain point, it starts compounding. You start getting random messages from people who want to work with you. You start building a brand. You start getting traction in your videos and all these things. So the benefits of having an online presence it's because it actually attracts your ideal clients. Okay, attracts the people you want to work exactly with, your dream clients. That's exactly what it does. And what happens when you attract your dream clients? What they do? They bring you referrals. What are your referrals do? They bring you more referrals. So what happens? You book estimates on autopilot and you face literally minimum to no objections in home estimates. Okay, this is exactly what happens. So after that, you are able to charge the highest rates within your area because you are the go-to remodeler in your area. Everybody sees you everywhere. You are actually the authority figure in your area. That's why you can command and charge higher prices, and that actually leads to big bucks, right? That's what we want. So I hope I solved your why you should have an online presence in the first place objection. So let's pass to a more important kind of step here, which is how do we actually create an online presence? So our online presence actually has three components. The first one is your social media optimization. Okay, you should have your social media optimized the right way for lead generation. You should have your Instagram in place, TikTok in place, Snapchat in place, as much social media channels as you can to gather as much attention as you can possibly acquire. Okay, so here we can see a well optimized Instagram account. We can see this person here has a really well structured Instagram account. It has 17,000 followers, and to be honest with you, you don't even need to have so many followers. You can have around 1,000 people following you and still make great money. So you can see here they say one-stop shop home remodeling, loved by Forbes. They put their website down there. The highlights are pretty clean and they are showcasing their work. Okay, and you can kind of see the posts that they make is actual kitchen remodels, bathroom remodels. They have a lot of videos as well, so they actually showcase their projects. They showcase their work, their expertise. So me, let's say I'm a potential client, if I land in this Instagram account and I take a look at his content, I will be definitely interested into working with this person because I see a lot of proof here, a lot of project, and I'm like, this dude knows, they know what they're doing, right? That's what immediately comes in my head. So yeah, I hope you get an idea of how well optimized a social media account looks like. The same. That's the same process with TikTok as well, with Snapchat as well. It's the same thing. So that's how well optimized social media account actually looks like. Now, the second component of your online presence is actually your SEO search optimization. Okay, can people actually find you online when they search, for example, kitchen remodeler near me or a remodeling company near me? Can they actually find you? You should be popping up when they search uh, keywords similar to what you offer. For example, when someone searches kitchen remodeling, you should be popping up because if you're not, you're losing business. That's exactly what happens. So this is an example of really well optimized Google My Business profile. This company here come up when I searched remodeling company in Miami. So they came up first in the local search. So you can see here the reason why they are ranked so high is because they actually have a lot of content in their actual profile. You can see a lot of images, a lot of videos. So Google likes this and pushes their profile more. The next thing is they have a ton of reviews. You can literally see 363 reviews in here of happy clients. You can see the reviews they get like, wow, just wow. I recently had the pleasure to work with them. I can confidently say they're top tier construction company. So many good reviews. They have 4.9 star rating out of 363 reviews. This is crazy. Uh, that's another reason why they're ranked so high. And you can see they have everything in place, their open times, their location, their appointment, the website, everything is in place here. It's really, really well optimized profile. So this is how your Google My Business profile should look like for you to, increase the chance of success with Google. So that was the second component now. The third one is your website. You should have a website optimized for lead generation. It should be optimized for lead generation. If it's not, you're definitely losing leads. And 90% of you guys are losing leads. So the first thing you should have in your website is a qualification form. Because what this qualification survey does is it qualifies prospects and provides useful information for your company. You have data now, right? You have data, you have information that will actually help you understand your prospect and potentially sell him into an estimate. Okay. The next thing we have here is a VSL. What is this? The next thing you should have on your website is a video that educates potential buyers about the company, about your company process of working. This company's video here tells the potential buyer exactly what is their process if they work together. It shows the estimating process, all of the steps that are required for them to work with. So that's the second thing you should have in place in your website. Now the third thing is reviews, right? You should have social proof. You can upload as many Google reviews as you can in your website. So you're actually showcasing social proof and expertise, right? So because when someone lands in your website, he wants to see proof. He wants to actually see that you know what you're doing, right? That's the whole point. Now after that, something really crucial you should have in place as well is an AI chatbot that answers any objections that visitors have, right? Starts conversations, answers FAQ questions, like everything, and can actually potentially book people in for an estimate as well, which is really, really helpful because it actually converts your visitors into estimates. And finally, you should have your gallery in place because it gives an idea to potential customers of what they can expect, right? They can see exactly the projects you've done. For example, I'm a potential client and I want to do a bathroom remodeling. If I see these beautiful bathroom remodels, now I'm excited to work with you. I know that you know what you're doing, right? For a fact. So those are the three factors of an online presence. You should have well-structured social media. Like I said, your Instagram, your Facebook, your TikTok, your Snapchat. People should be able to find you online when they search for you. So you should have your SEO in place and your website should be optimized for lead generation because when someone visits you on Google or your social media profiles, there's a high likelihood that they are going to land in your website. So your website should be optimized accordingly to gather their information, qualify them, and book them in for estimates. So if you do all of these things properly, you will make some good money. You'll get qualified leads, your ideal clients that want to work with you, pay in full, and not be a headache to work with. You'll get the absolute best of the best clients you want. So now, all of this sounds good, right? But what are actually the how do we actually fast track this, right? Because getting traction with your social media and your online presence might take time. For some people, it takes 1 year, 2 year, even 3 years, right, to get some traction and start getting clients from your online presence, actually, right? So how do we fast track this? How do we make this process faster? So it's like adding steroids to it, right? That's what we've done here. So the way to fast track this process actually is to run engagement ads towards social media posts that got good engagement. Okay, this is an example. Let's say you post a post on Snapchat or Instagram, whatever that might be, and you can see this post has 780 likes, right? So it has gotten some good engagement in it, right? So what we're going to do now with this ad is we're going to boost this ad. We're going to run ads through this post. Okay. So what happens when we do this? We get more warm followers faster, right? People see this type of content. And by the way, I don't recommend. I recommend spending around $5 per day for this ad to just boost this ad and get some engagement in it, right? This is a kind of ad you should always have up. You should be running like feel comfortable spending around $150 per month for this ad to be up and running. You should never disable this ad because it gets you warm followers. It gets you hot traffic that is ready to buy. So once you get the warm followers from this kind of engagement ad, then you have then they get into your ecosystem, right? You have the chance, now they're your followers, you have the chance to nurture them through your valuable content, right? Long term. So you're posting content like testimonials, before and afters, client interviews, so people can actually see how your work looks like. You can showcase your expertise. So these people will convert at some point. Some of them will convert after watching your content for a year. Someone will convert in 1 week, someone in 5 days. But the whole point here is that you nurture these people long term. You create a warm following that you nurture long term, and you have the chance to sell them later on, right? Without coming along as salesy, right? So after this, once they have consumed a lot of your content for a long period of time, they get educated and familiar with your business. So they start liking you, knowing you, and trusting you more, which is really, really important and crucial. Because when they do this, when they finally start trusting you and they're really, really educated with your content and have consumed at least 7 hours of your content, what happens is when they decide to remodel their home, you will be their first option. When they decide to do a kitchen remodel, you will be the first person that is in the top of their head. Okay? What happens? They book an estimate and you close an estimate with literally no objection because they've been following your account for months. They know exactly what you do. They trust you. They know that you are the go-to remodeler in their area. So you have absolutely no objections. So that's what can actually happen if we structure this process the right way. You run the right ads towards the best posts that got an engagement in your social media. So, and you can also do this with TikTok ads. You can also do this with Facebook ads, not only with Instagram. So now something else you can also do is once you launch your engagement ads and you have them up and running for 3 to 4 months, then you should start transitioning to running retargeting ads, right? So you will actually target every single person that view the engagement ad, which are possibly thousands and thousands of people that saw your engagement ad. Now you are retargeting these people through your retargeting ads. So what that does is give you the chance to nurture every single viewer that saw your engagement ad and turn him into a follower, or even better, an estimate. Okay. So what happens when you do this? you create the same process again. You get warm followers faster. You nurture these followers through content because they join your ecosystem. They get educated and familiar about your business. So when they decide to do their home remodel, you're the first option. So again, this is the snowball effect, guys. We're just fast tracking the process here. We're fast tracking the snowball effect. So we don't have to wait for a year or 2 years for this to happen. With this process here, we can literally make this happen in a matter of few months, right? That's the power of this system here. Now, that being said, all of this sounds good, but how how you should actually start building your online presence? Those are the action steps actually. In the week one, the things you should be focusing on is optimizing your social media exactly like I showed you. Start working on your SEO or create your Google My Business if you don't have one, and create and optimize your website for lead generation. Okay, those are the first three things you should work on the first week. Speed is key. The faster you do these things, the faster you're going to get results, right? Okay, by week 2 to week 4, you should start posting at least once a day on your social media channels. Posting type of content like Reels on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat, because this kind of content gets usually the most eyeballs, right? So now you can get ideas about what to post from competitors, but be careful here, don't copy them. You shouldn't copy them. Watch what type of content they post, innovate on it, and create your own unique angle and your own unique style of content. Okay. So the two styles of content to post, I recommend you post are the first one is social proof plus call to action. For example, you post a kitchen remodeling testimonial, and at the end of the video, you give them a call to action like book your free estimate, your free consultation, whatever that might be. And the second type of content is authentic content about your day-to-day life struggles, successes, so you actually connect with your audience because you show vulnerability. Okay. So those are the two styles of content I want you to be posting. Now, in week 6 to week 7, you should be able to launch your warm audience growth ads with content that got traction, right? So you're advertising, you're boosting the posts that got the most traction, the most eyeballs organically, okay? So once you launch these kind of ads, you let them go, you let them run strongly for 2 to 3 months, for not 2 to 3 months, 2 to 3 weeks, okay? And after they get some traction, they get some eyeballs, some views, some comments, and all these things. Then by week 9 to week 10, you should be able to launch your retargeting ads. So the retargeting ads are the final piece of the pie. So with the retargeting ads, if you don't know, you have the chance to nurture and retarget every single viewer that engaged with your engagement ad or even saw your engagement ad. Okay, and you're able to nurture them and hopefully turn them into a follower and add them in your ecosystem, or even better, book them for an estimate. Right? You have the chance to retarget thousands of people that saw your engagement ad. Okay, that's the power of this. And once you do this successfully, your cost per lead goes down dramatically, and you get super qualified leads because Facebook uh, promotes more the type of content that gets traction organically. Okay, so by doing these action steps here, you will be able to fast track your online presence, your snowball effect, by months, if not years. So what happens when we do this properly is one of our clients did this exact same process and he closed 2 projects in a week for 80K total. Okay, from this exact process that I'm showing you right now. Another client of ours is closing a $35,000 deal. And the craziest thing of all is this client of ours, he actually closed the first qualified appointment he got from us. So the first lead, the first appointment he scheduled, he closed, which is amazing, and it shows the power that this system actually has if it's run properly the right way and optimized for lead generation. So Yeah, guys, I hope you find this video helpful and you get some value out of this. If you want more videos like this, make sure you subscribe. So yeah, that's it. Hope you have a nice day.